Aloha, beautiful souls. Woo! I am taking a nice stroll through the city. I just dropped off some of my new artist merch at the post office. Get you one of them spiritually savage tees if you haven't already. This is just the beginning of my merch line, so thank y'all so much for supporting. I'm on the way home, feeling the breeze. Ooh. And you know, I just had like a channeled message come through, so I wanted to just share what was coming through, because a lot of times when messages hit for me, I know that there's going to be so many other people that resonate with the same message. So here goes. For all of the light workers, healers, like earth angels, star seeds, the reason why you have such a hard time working in a 9-to-5 job and doing like the corporate thing, either you have a hard time doing it or you literally feel like you just can't do it at all, and so you like don't do it, is because you were meant to pave the path of conscious entrepreneurship. Now, what this means is that you are meant to make a living from your art and from your gifts and from your passions and pursuits. It's no longer this thing where we're building up companies that are not in alignment with taking care of the earth and giving back to earth and giving back to their communities. And so a lot of, you know, people who are starseeds or light workers, magicians, mystics, you see that they're the ones whose job ends up being like tarot, things that are in the esoteric arts, astrology, tantra, yoga, massage. Like, the healers naturally take on like a place, a position where they're being of service. And I know that so many people who were like undercover, right? Like undercover healers, undercover light workers, which means that maybe they know, you know, deep in your heart and soul that you're a healer in your own way, but maybe you just haven't had confidence in that, right? Like, you know that you've always had the healing gift, or you've always been one that people could go to and share their heart, and you've always been someone that people can talk to and be open with, and that you're very trustworthy, and you have like so much compassion and so much empathy for everybody. And that's what like makes people like gravitate towards you, because you're like you have this like non-judgment, but then you're also like, I don't play around, like this is a no bullshit tolerating zone. And hopefully you guys can hear me, because I feel like my hand was just like on my speaker button. But anyways, you know, I just wanted to share that, because this is the thing. Entrepreneurship can feel scary. It can feel like you're just walking out on the ledge and walking out into the unknown. And maybe sometimes it doesn't feel secure. And if you're in that place where like, you know, you want to be an entrepreneur, you know that you want to have your own business, even if you are working for someone else, you know that you desire that company to be very heart-centered. And you want to make sure that, you know, the people that you are working for genuinely care about giving back to their community and, you know, giving back to the earth, giving back to, you know, people who might be considered like less fortunate. And I just want you to know that like these jobs are not that, like, just because it's a 9-to-5, it's not really that secure. You, especially like in here in Virginia, it's a hire and fire at will state. They don't even have to give you a reason. They could literally fire you just because they don't like you, you know? So it's like, or they could lay you off because they want to save money, right? Like, it's not always the most secure thing. But what is more secure is investing in yourself and betting on yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the one that knows you best. And as an entrepreneur, you are able to highlight all of your strong suits, maybe the way that you couldn't do it in someone else's company. You can make your own hours, right? You decide when you go to work, what time you go to work, where you go to work, right? One of my biggest passions and like loves, right? Like the thing that I like super, super love about being an entrepreneur is being able to work from anywhere in the world. I don't have to go into an office if I don't want to, right? Being that I'm a traveler and I like, you know, being a musician and going to different places, like, yeah, of course I have to show up. Of course I have to show up for the events. Of course I have to show up to be open and willing to learn, right? But that's like another thing about entrepreneurship is that you get to decide, and I'm like getting some serious like heart activations here, but you get to decide who you want to work with. You get to decide the type of services you want to offer. You get to decide what your prices are. You get to decide all of that. And for the people here who have a true desire for freedom, for true freedom and abundance, and feeling like so connected into your purpose, I am here. I am one of those fucking earth angel, starseed, fucking witch bitches that is here to tell you to pave your own path, because it is so rewarding. It is so deeply rewarding. And if you know that's what your soul has been calling for you to do, then honey, like, don't wait any longer. Now is your time. And know that like you can take baby steps. It doesn't have to be this thing where you're making these super long strides. You don't have to sit here putting yourself into massive amount of business debt or whatever if you maybe don't even feel like you'd be able to like make that back, right? Like if you know that by you getting a business loan or you getting a loan, taking out an investment, borrowing the money, whatever, if you know in your fucking heart of hearts that you are gonna make that back, you're gonna make double that, triple that, and you are like so sure of yourself and truly believe in yourself, then do it, right? If that's what feels aligned for you and that's what feels like a calling, do it. All right. But if you're like, I don't know, like, don't listen to bad business advice and don't listen to people who've never done it before, right? Like if no one in your life has ever invested in a coach or invested in a healer or any type of educational program to better themselves, or ever had the desire to start a business for themselves, don't listen to them. Do not take business advice, and sometimes even life advice, from people who have not lived and who have not walked in that path and who have not taken that journey for themselves. And so that's why I encourage you to tap deeper into what you're really passionate about and what really does light up your soul and what really does make you feel like your most expansive, most like connected in, tuned in, tapped in, super joyful person. Welcome to the city. All right, you guys, that's my share. I just wanted to be short and sweet. I love you guys so much. I am so excited that I have this merch for you guys. I'm continuing to post more music. And I love also too, let me just say, as an entrepreneur, you make the damn rules. You get to decide what your offerings get to be. And I love being a musician that is also a sound healer, that also makes merch. Like, I definitely wear all the hats. I definitely do. And then I'm also affiliated with Kangen Water, which, you know, it's been really nice to step into my path of, you know, I've been a medicine woman for years, for like 4 years now. But to be deeply initiated by the water on another level is it's activating. All right, it's activating. So if you are curious about any of my offerings, you want to work with me one-on-one, you would like to look into my partnership programs, my sponsorship programs, that's like mentorship. It's a mentorship partnership. And then I also have availability for healing one-on-one services, and then obviously stream your girl's music. All right, I love you guys. Mahalo, peace out. We'll talk later. Ciao.